And welcome back. Will Worsham joins us now for this week's Speaking Legal discussion. Good to see you.
Good to be here.
Always.
Very good. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Today's question, all right? I don't really have an estate, so do I really need a will? Now, of course, they didn't say a trust, they didn't say a this or a that. It's, do they need a will?
So let's talk about an estate plan, because sometimes that's going to mean a will and some other documents. Sometimes it's going to mean a trust. And the honest answer is nobody needs an estate plan. You don't need one. Mm-hmm. You're going to be dead. What do you care, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
No, you don't need one. You don't
Depends on how you feel about everyone you're leaving.
Yeah, that's the trick to it. So we get this question a lot. It's like, I don't really have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of property or anything. Can't I just let it go and I don't have to worry about doing any of this stuff? And yeah, that's absolutely true. And what I tell people a lot of times is you don't really make an estate plan for yourself. Mm-hmm. To some extent you do, because we more and more, as we talk about, have to plan for what's going to happen to our things while we're still alive, but we can't manage them ourselves. Mm-hmm. We get in that period of disability. And maybe we recover, maybe we don't, but there's oftentimes a period of time where we do have to worry about managing our assets while we're still alive, but we can't do it ourselves. So it's important to take care of that. But really, as far as estate planning goes, you're making that end of life, afterlife plan for the people that you love, your loved ones, your heirs. And even if you don't have a lot of stuff, you can leave a big headache for your kids, your descendants, if you don't do some really simple things just to make sure that that's taken care of. Yeah. What comes up more often than not is a car. There'll be a car that's left because somebody died, and it's only in the decedent's name, that's the person that died, but there's a note on it. And so the finance company is wanting to get paid, and do I need to pay it? Do I not need to pay it? Can I have the car? Is there equity in the car? What's it worth? If I want to keep the car, I've got to go to probate to deal with all that. And with some very, very, very basic, cheap, inexpensive planning, you can save your kids, your loved ones, your spouse a whole lot of hassle.
Yeah, because you may not think nobody's going to want this old car when I'm gone. You think that until you're gone and now you're out of it, and then it causes a rift in the family.
Well, even if they don't want it, it's still something that they're going to have to deal with.
Yeah.
Because the creditors are going to be contacting them and wanting to know what's going on.
And now they want someone else to take the car, so they'll take the headache.
And sometimes they can be a little pushy about saying, well, no, you have to pay for this or we're going to repossess it, which makes it feel like it's your personal obligation, even though it's not their personal obligation.
Right.
It can put them in an awkward situation.
Well, now, you said two things. You said end of life and afterlife, because end of life can stretch a little, and it doesn't mean, the final curtain kind of thing. So that's what all of this is really about by planning, because you said you may be, incapacitated in some way, but you still have to have some guidelines as to where things go and how they happen.
Well, at least somebody needs the authority to check on your bank account, check on those credit accounts, make those car payments, keep the insurance paid up on your house or something like that. Get the utility bill paid.
Yeah.
Make sure that the medical decisions are being made. And we do those with powers of attorney, but it's all part of a big package that we put together. But yeah, you're saving yourself and really those loved ones a hassle if you just do some simple, cheap things.
Well, you talk to someone who knows.
Exactly.
And you got a couple of seminars coming up that can help people.
We have some video of one of your recent seminars, I think. So, well, first of all, here's the dates.
Yes, we've got Wednesday, March 11th coming up at 2 p.m. And then on the 17th at 6 p.m. We've got several of them coming up in the future, but if you just give us a call at that number, 882-1800, we'll reserve your spot. They do fill up, so the sooner we get you in, the sooner we can get this taken care of.
And I think later in the show, we do have a little bit of video of one of your seminars. They're very laid back, very informative, and at least it'll get you started down that road toward getting this done, because it's just going to save everybody a lot of stress later.
Yeah, we try to make them fun. We show a little video, we do a little martial arts. It's all a good time.
All right. If you have a legal question for Will, you can email him at wworsham@color10.com, and of course, he'll answer your question right on the show.
Yep, good to see you. Thanks very much. Okay, up next, he is back with news about a scam that you need to be aware of.
We'll be right back.